Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to pop in here really quick and chat with you all about this messy drama that is going down between the City Girls, Young Miami, and JT. Yes, y'all, I fear we are headed for the end of the City Girls as we know it, okay? So we got to get into all of these tweets, these back and forth between Young Miami and JT online. But first, I wanted to give y'all my little brief history on this feud between the City Girls and how it all started. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard rumors about the City Girls breaking up before and, going their separate ways, starting solo careers. Just about every single interview that they've done in the past year or so since releasing their last project, their last album, Raw, they were asked about whether or not they were staying together or breaking up because of these rumors that were swirling, right? But they've always kind of vetted the rumor. They either said no, it's not happening, you have so much more to expect from the City Girls, or they've gave some sort of vague answer and just kind of moved on, right, during the interview. So rumors were already out there about there being trouble in City Girl Paradise a long time ago. Now, I will say myself, when I started noticing the real division between the two of them was back when Cardi B and JT got into that huge Twitter battle, because JT had hopped on Nicki Minaj's Super Freaky Girl song. Let me tell you, Cardi was dragging JT for filth all up and down the Twitter timeline, and Young Miami was quiet as a church mouse, right? She didn't come to JT's defense at all. She was silent. But it seemed like with any other female or any other time JT was having words with someone online, Young Miami would have her back. But when it came to Cardi, you could clearly tell that Young Miami wasn't trying to pick a side. Young Miami was blowing up in her own way. She was doing her thing. Maybe she was choosing to keep her industry ties instead of, being loyal to her quote-unquote sister, right? And for me, that was the first sign that they were not as solid as, they were claiming to be or that they used to be, right? You guys have to remember that Young Miami and JT, they came into this industry together as longtime friends, right? They didn't come in just as a group. They were actually friends, quote unquote sisters, before they even decided to do this, right? So everyone was shocked, extremely shocked to see how Young Miami just sat idly by watching Cardi drag her best friend or her sister, right? How could you just sit back and watch all of this go down, right? And it didn't stop there. Fans continued to call out Young Miami and give her the side eye because they felt like she wasn't showing love and support to JT's music, but she would be posting clips of her and Saucy Santana out on the town at the club, laughing and dancing to Cardi B's music, and specifically Cardi B's Tomorrow 2 verse, where she was dissing JT. Let that sink in. So fast forward to now, JT has actually been having some success with her music, right? And it seems like Carisha, although she's tried here and there with the music, you know what I mean? It seems like Carisha has developed a fan base that is more into, her Instagram photos, what she's wearing, who she's hanging out with, what parties she's at, her card games. It seems like they care more about her as, like an Instagram model or influencer more than they care for her music, right? And it's sad because, she kind of created that monster, right? And now that, she's all tied up into this Diddy stuff and all of these allegations, her music is probably going to suffer even more. And honestly, I want to feel bad for Young Miami, but I just feel like, she made this bed and now she has to lie in it. This is what you wanted. You wanted the glitz and the glamour. You wanted to be the front girl. And JT, I have to shout out my girl JT. She's definitely doing her thing. I love that this upcoming album that she's about to drop, she's titling it The City Cinderella. I love that title for her. I think it's very fitting. It also leads me to believe that, she really feels like out of her friend group, she is the Cinderella of the group, right? And she probably feels like Young Miami and Saucy Santana are equivalent to those evil stepsisters, right? And so I just feel like her titling this album that, not only is it a dope title, number one, but I also think that it's JT's way of really expressing herself, and it really speaks to how she felt within that quote-unquote friend group, right? It was probably not a friend group, but frenemy group, let's call it that. So guys, I think we could all kind of foresee this City Girl split happening. I think we kind of all knew it was just a matter of time. I think what we did not expect and what we did not anticipate was this huge, massive blow up on Twitter, this back and forth between them two. So we're about to get into all of that right now. I have the tweets. Let's go through them. This is a long and drawn out feud, y'all. Like, it's so much going on. But I'm going to start here with Ken Barbie. This is one of Cardi B's lapdogs. This is one of her social media warriors, right? And he is addressing JT here. So he says, "Girl, shut up and stop trying to bring other people in your ish just because you need someone to beef with so bad. You've been going for a week straight. You've discredited my race, nationality, called me all types of S, and even now look at your responses, but you're shocked when I highlight your negative behavior. Nobody else has to tell me to do that. You're the one that's mad. Go ahead and tell us what it really is." Now, what he's referring to here when he says you've been going at it for a week straight, apparently there have been like some cryptic tweets that JT has been tweeting all week long. I haven't got a chance to really go through her entire Twitter account and find them, but just know that there were cryptic messages that JT was posting. That's what Ken Barbie is referring to here. So then JT replies, "What's negative about me not wanting to shake my A in that very moment, Brickback? You really sound so stupid." Now, if you guys don't know what she's referring to here, this is when she was out at a hosting, and I'm sure some of you guys might have seen the clip. It was a viral clip where she kind of went off on a fan for continuously asking her to shake her butt and twerk, right? To twerk. And so she got up there and said, "Hey, I'm not going to do that. I'm a lady. I came here to basically rap. I'm not coming to shake no booties and pour liquor down your throat," right? And so people were taking that as, Young Miami shade, because when Miami does her hostings, we see more of that side of the hosting, right? We don't really see the performance side. We see more of her twerking, turning up, pouring liquor and shots down people's throat, the Instagram model type stuff. So people thought that JT was shading Young Miami when she said she didn't want to twerk. Okay, so let's move on. JT says, "This will be my last day arguing this month. If anyone has a problem, address it today." Now, meanwhile, somewhere on the other side, while this was going on, Saucy Santana enters the chat and says, "Stay in your Tory lane, B." Khalil, I don't know if you guys know who Khalil is. Khalil is he's one of the barbs that's very, very close to Nicki Minaj, and he has styled her a couple times, and he is kind of to Nicki Minaj what Ken Barbie is to Cardi B. If y'all want to call him a lapdog, call it what it is, but he's team Nicki like Ken Barbie is team Cardi, right? So Khalil enters the chat. He says, "Oh baby, them RCA checks slowed down, and you have enough time to come and engage something on Twitter. Because when them allegations was flying around little Miss Issy, we ain't see nothing." Saucy Santana then responds, "My agents call me every other day with an inquiry or a check for the dial. How much does Stan Twitter pay? There will be a TV show to address things you are so heavily invested and interested in. Tune in." So I guess JT must have took this as some sort of shade, because y'all know Young Miami is going to be coming out with a TV show soon, and apparently JT is not even included in one episode, right? So JT responds to Saucy Santana. This is, JT being direct. She says, "And I better not be mentioned since I'm not in one episode. Nothing should be addressed without me. Who are you? You done gave yourself a position of power. You're not my power of attorney. Sit your butt down." So then Saucy Santana responds, "Sheesh, I thought he was talking about Puff and those allegations, just like the rest of the world. What are you talking about?" JT then says, "Reread what I said in case you didn't comprehend the first time." So after her back and forth with Saucy Santana, JT posted on her page, Glock loaded with an extended clip. Young Miami reposted this, right? She then says, "I ain't jealous of a soul. I'm always like, go B, go. I clap for everybody. I show love to everybody. It ain't a B I haven't shown love to." Then she says, A B been sneak dissing me for weeks and I ain't say ish. What a B mad at me for? JT retweeted this with the quote, "Oh, Miss Mama, this is your last day playing dumb." So Young Miami then tweets, "For you to come on here and try to play victim is crazy. Datavia, you've been sneak dissing me for the last couple of days. I haven't said ish back to you. You made 2 whole songs dissing me and I still rapped your ish with my whole chest and showed love. So what is the real problem here?" JT retweeted this and said, "Which songs was about you?" Young Miami says, "No bars and sideways." And then JT replied, "Oh wow, you're really losing it. If you thought this, why not speak to me about it? You came on here and said it, LOL, so people can ask you why you weren't defending me. Attention seeking as usual." So then Young Miami responds, "A B is trying to kick me while I'm down and play into these narratives. It's dangerous when I've been nothing but a friend to you." JT whacks her again. She says, "You looking for a way out of your situation? Who was the first person called you when it all started? You're a sad case." Young Miami responds to that and says, "Not you." Young Miami said, "You let the internet put in your head that I'm jealous of you when you know I'm the one that always pushed us. You have resentment towards me and that's okay." She said, "You're weird but always want to act like I'm a weirdo. You always mad and it's always a problem and all I do is try to push you, tell you you're the ish, you can rap, you should model, etc. You're always mad, you're doing your ish as you should, congratulations, but somehow you're still mad at me." JT then said, "It'll be too much for me to tweet. I would like a sit down, Carisha, please, and this time leave Santana home." She said, "I know I come off crazy, but never in my life did no whack ish to this girl. She literally enjoys seeing me be dragged. When people show me love, she goes crazy and calls it a hate train. But like I said, we can sit and talk about it." Then JT quotes a fan who said, "Miami's really growing through something and you're responding to her stranger. I guess they were saying you're treating her like a stranger on Twitter. And JT responds and says, "And I was for sure there for her from the beginning, but y'all will see this in time that I'm not, never was, and never will be the problem. Have a nice day." Some time has gone by since all of this craziness. I would think like maybe an hour or so has gone by, and I think things has calmed down. So I do feel like eventually they will be able to have a conversation offline, you know what I mean, and really hash it out, because you can clearly tell that they both have some pent up aggression towards each other. They both have some resentment towards each other. They both are feeling some type of way towards each other. And with friendships, with sisters, with family, with friends, you go through it, and sometimes you gotta go through it in order to grow through it. So I don't know if that's going to be the case for them. I really don't know. I feel like they both just might be better off going their separate ways, you know, distancing themselves when it comes to their music career and just staying friends on the outside. You know what I mean? But as far as their business and their career, I think it is time for them to go their separate ways. How do you guys feel about all of this drama? Let me know in the comments. Like I said, this was supposed to be just a quick video. Just wanted to pop in here and chat with you guys, see what y'all was thinking. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If so, drop a like on this, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.